92% of Americans, they say, will order a pizza this month. I'm probably one of them. But we all love pizza, whether it's the frozen pizzas, the dine-in pizzas, the delivery pizzas, takeout, frozen pizzas, whatever. We love our pizza. But there's a catch. Like with anything else, the cost of that pizza is going up. Well, pizza restaurants are obviously an important segment of the U.S. restaurant industry, right? With consumers dining in, getting takeout, and ordering delivery, pizza restaurant sales exceeded $45 billion in 2021. In total, though, pizza restaurant sales increased by nearly $10 billion over the past decade. When looking at the overall market size of the pizza restaurant industry in the U.S., it topped out, check this out, $55 billion in 2022. So the U.S. pizza restaurant industry, of course, we know all the big chains, but predominantly it's been dominated by the independents, by the smaller chains and the independent pizza restaurants, in your small towns. They're really, really popular. But taking a look at the chains, right? The leading pizza chains in the United States were Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and Papa John's, and of course Domino's. Domino's placed first in the ranking with over $8 billion in sales. They also had more stores than any other major pizza chain. While Pizza Hut and Little Caesars had 5,500 and 4,200 stores respectively, Domino's had over 6,500 stores. Well, the coronavirus pandemic had a major influence on the restaurant industry in the United States. Although the number of in-person diners fell, consumer spending on pizza delivery in the U.S. experienced significant growth in 2020 and 2021. The pizza restaurant industry reported its largest year-on-year growth in 2020 and 2021, increasing by over $5 billion US. According to a May 2021 survey, the share of pizza restaurants that remained open during the coronavirus pandemic was over 90%. However, that same survey looked at changes in the pizza restaurant sales during the pandemic, and a majority of pizzeria operators, nearly 60% of them, reported that their sales were lower during the pandemic. Now let's look at non-restaurant-based pizza offerings, things like frozen pizzas, deli pizzas, in-store pizzas, and frozen pizzas. It's estimated that more than 200 million Americans will eat frozen pizza. That's well over half of the U.S. population. The global frozen pizza market amounts to about $16.2 billion, a value that's expected to grow to over $23 billion by 2027. So just a few more quick facts about the frozen pizza market here in the U.S. Nestle and Schwan's are leading the way, with private labels coming up in the rear in third. Currently, the most popular frozen pizza brand in the U.S. is DiGiorno, which is owned by Nestle, and Red Baron's, which is owned by Schwan's. Private label manufacturers are significant players in the U.S. frozen retail pizza market. Private label sales in the U.S. through supermarkets, mass merchants, military commissaries, and select club and dollar stores account for about $159 million US per quarter. So currently, the most popular frozen pizza brand in the U.S. is DiGiorno, which is owned by Nestle, followed by Red Baron, which is owned by Schwan's. Coming in third are private label companies, which are a significant player in the U.S. frozen pizza retail market. They distribute through supermarkets, mass merchants, military commissaries, select club stores, and dollar stores. They account for about $159 million US per quarter. As DiGiorno, Nestle's brand goes, it's estimated that 63 million Americans will eat one or two DiGiornos in a given month. So what is driving this pizza inflation? Well, experts say that it's not just one single thing. It's things like our tomato sauce, right? The ingredients that go into our pizzas. These things cost more money. Dairy products costing more to make, they're costing more to transport, more to get to market, more to get into the consumer. The dairy farmers are having to pay more for grain to feed their cows so they can produce the milk, so they can produce the cheese, the things that go into these pizzas, right? The labor shortage, the demand for higher wages, the need for higher wages from workers, that's a big part of it. And then you switch over and look at the dough. That's being infected heavily by the war in Ukraine and Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Dough is costing more to make because Ukraine and Russia export a lot of wheat products to the U.S., a lot of grain to the U.S., a lot of farm products to the U.S. So U.S. companies are having to pay more for grain to make the flour and the yeast and stuff that makes the dough. And then you kind of couple that all together with the supply chain shortage, right, that we've all talked about, we all know is there. This is leading to the higher price that Americans are paying for pizza. That's what's leading us to pay more for this product that we demand so stinking much. And it's only getting bigger, and the franchise owners and the companies, they have a way of life that they have to maintain. This product is not going down. Hey, do me a quick favor. If you like this content, you like this style of reporting, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It helps our analytics a lot. We appreciate you watching for the past 6 or 7 minutes. Give us a like, subscribe, and drop us a comment. I'm Matt Pierce. Take care of yourself.